Hello everyone, my name is Dee Dee, aka Mystical D. Welcome to my channel, Cosmically Golden Elevations. This is going to be a collective reading for the sign of Scorpio. I'd like to thank all of the guardians, angels, interdimensional spirits, and beings who are overseeing this reading. Archangel Michael, please be with me during this reading and protect me with your shield. Please surround myself and anyone who comes across my channel with the bright white light of love and healing. So this looks like the three cards that we're going to get. The Knight of Wands, is it the Devil, and the Ace of Cups, with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. My apologies for the, if you can hear that, the heavy stomping neighbor above. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. All right, so let's read about what this happens to be in this deck. The figure astride a panther has places to go and people to see, traveling swiftly on soft paws, eager to set off with a whole world to explore, daring, bold, potentially impatient, free-spirited and ready for adventure, a person with an easy smile and a contagious laugh. Followed by the major arcana of the Devil. A figure sits with shadowed eyes and an easy smile, a little bit menacing and a little bit intriguing, a sweet-voiced temptation. The shadows here are dark, but the brilliance of the light also makes it difficult to see clearly. A time of sitting in the shadow of something or someone, bound by fears or blinded by illusions. The need to stand up and move away from the darkness of this table and explore the light beyond. That's in the current situation. And towards the future, we have the Ace of Cups. A striped goblet rests, ready to be filled, to overflow, a space for new emotions and fresh feelings, a time to trust in intuition, love, compassion, intimacy, new beginnings and new toasts to be made, new infatuations with persons or ideas or possibilities. Excellent reading so far. So, this spread, clearly, just if you look at the visuals, it suggests a person who's charging headfirst into a situation that's both exciting and potentially harmful. It could also be an illusion. So the energy of the Knight of Wands is strong and compelling, but the presence of the Devil shows that they're being pulled by something that they can't control, which is ultimately not good for them. The Ace of Cups at the end suggests that despite those challenges and the unhealthy situations, this experience will ultimately lead to a positive emotional or creative new beginning. Very good. So I am going to do a quick shuffle this deck to clarify. Spirit, give me a card to clarify the current situation of the devil. Oh goodness. My window is right by very busy traffic. So, nothing I can do about that. And the neighbor above has a very heavy step, however, it is what it is. Okay, that was too many cards. It was the Empress and the Four of Swords that flew out, the Chariot in reverse, and the Moon, but I'm going to stick it back in the deck. And if it was meant to be, it will come back out. Spirit, just give me one card, please, to clarify devil. Spirit, give me one card to clarify the devil. For the sign of Scorpio. Okay, thank you. The Hermit. Please, Spirit, give me one card to clarify the Ace of Cups. Spirit, give me one card to clarify the Ace of Cups for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know to clarify the Ace of Cups? Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, beautiful. Okay, wonderful spread already, I can see, but we're going to go step by step. Okay, so this was, earlier we had talked about the meaning of the Knight of Wands, the dynamic energy which needs to be tempered with the quiet power of the strength. So together, this could be suggestive of having inner power. So the strength may not be about a physical force, but an inner resilience that needs to be controlled. It suggests that you can channel your passion and determination through that quiet self-confidence and willpower rather than some chaotic outburst. It could be courage with compassion. It could also be restraint over your impulses or taking thoughtful action, a need for more conscious direction of the Knight's energy instead of just guns blazing approach. Okay, very good. And that's in the past situation. And we had this card for the devil. Because this Hermit card is clarifying the devil, it could be some kind of an external temptation, an internal struggle, or the Hermit's introspection provides a path forward for the devil's temptations. So going from external to internal. It could literally mean breaking free by going inwards, from any of those outwardly manifesting temptations, which could be very illusory. A journey towards inner growth. And let's look at the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Wands. So this, we already went over the meaning of the Ace of Cups, but because it is being clarified by the Ace of Wands, this signifies a new emotional beginning, or whatever you came to inquire about. It could be a creative inspiration that's being acted upon with passion and enthusiasm. Together, this could be some kind of a heart-centered opportunity, which you're actively pursuing with this fire energy, or putting your passions into actions to manifest this emotional fulfillment. It could be a message to embrace your inspiration. It could be symbolic of brilliant epiphanies or inspiration that's ready to be brought through the world of inspired action. Actively pursuing it to create something new in your life. It could also mean a new creative project that's born from the heart. It could also mean a new relationship or career path that you're feeling deeply passionate about, and taking a chance on it could be emotionally rewarding. Beautiful read. So to clarify, temper that passionate energy to have balance and harmony. Have a little bit of introspection to not get caught up in the external temptations, which are an illusion or could very well be a distraction from where you have to go. And the future outcome looks bright. You've got passionate creativity of the heart. And let's talk about the bottom of the deck cards. So here you had the Nine of Cups. Underneath that was Judgment, Temperance, High Priestess. Okay, so let's read about the Nine of Cups. So the overall theme of the spread A comfortably seated figure lifts a glass while surrounded by an accumulated collection of fine wines, feeling contented and secure in emotions, satisfied and satiated, a time for taking pleasure in accomplishments and enjoying success, a dream fulfilled, raise a glass and make a wish. So this is the underlying theme of the spread, which is talking about wishes coming true, contentment, emotional satisfaction. So it does indicate that there's success. Your desires are fulfilled. It's enjoying life's pleasures. I love that, because all the other cards that were underneath it, including, were echoing what was stated here, including the High Priestess. So you could be sitting pretty, just don't have temperance, judgment, be favorable. And let's see. Oh, so underneath the King of Pentacles is also the Lovers. So let's see. be another clarifying theme. I'll read the most literal meaning of it here. Developing wealth, entrepreneur, provider. Be the person who provides and who gives a sense of security. Who or what do you have to maintain? What do you feel you are the boss of? So this could be grounded leadership, a successful combination of hard work and discipline. It could also represent a person. Often it's an older male who's prosperous and protective. Material wealth, it could also be financial security. So overall, this spread is wonderful. It's going in the direction of heart's contentment and security and success, something that you can be proud of, something that speaks to your heart, and a creative, passionate beginning. It's also just a warning to temper the external temptations with some internal introspection, and to not just charge ahead, to have the strength to just balance yourself and calm down. So now I'm going to get an action card from the Cosmic Cat Wisdom cards. And Spirit, what action steps can Scorpio take right now to get to their highest timeline and fulfill the current energies of this Spirit, one card please for the actual steps that Scorpio can take right now. Way too many cards. Okay, I saw indulgence there, family, secrets. Okay, let's just get it together. Okay. Start. Great. Self-confidence. Stand your ground. Well, I don't think I've ever gotten that one. Let's see. Self-confidence. If you pounced on this card, it means you're needing to stand your ground in a way that honors who you are, why you are here, and what you contribute to the world by your presence. No one will ever have or fill your paw prints the way that you do, because you are unique. Self-confidence at its root means to trust and confide in yourself. If you've forgotten or never had the experience of gaining clarity about who you are, what you most need to thrive, and what you bring to the lives of others, now is a good time to focus on answering those questions for yourself. No one else can, though the ground is littered with attempts to define ourselves through the eyes of others. Building confidence is not done in isolation, but in association with others asking the same questions, giving and getting support from one another. It's an incremental process and may take years of learning and experience to fully strengthen and tone these muscles that become the structure you can count on when faced with challenge and difficulty. It takes imagining what could be possible for you, creating a plan of action, committing to taking action over and over, and letting forces greater than you be your ally. You will encounter mild and at times ferocious resistance to you taking your rightful place. Each time you face the fear and act, you're stretching further and further into a new territory of trusting yourself. You'll inspire and encourage others by the risks you are willing to take when you run with the big cats, those who may share your passions and have greater skill and experience and can help you rise to a new level. Other thoughts to stock. On a scale of 1 to 10, how self-confident do you feel overall right now? How do you build self-confidence, and if you've lost it, how do you get it back? Who do you know that seems genuinely self-confident? Ask them how they got there. And with that, dear Scorpio, take the time out to do you. Put on that red dress, the red shoes, get out in nature, go hiking. Bye. Oh, like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so, so, so much.